normally this is the Zoe and Summer show, but Summer is not joining me this week. But we have a special treat. We have Katie. Hello.
Yay, hi.
Katie, you are known in the YouTube world as TheKatiTube or KatieTube. No,
Why does everyone say TheKatiTube?
because it doesn't have an E on the end.
It's not. I spell it weirdly, and everyone always judges me for it.
One of the first things I said to you was, "Is it Katie or Katie?"
Everyone always says that.
It's like Mean Girls. Is it Katie or Katie? You should do that. That's a new thing. That should be a thing. So, how long have you been doing YouTube for?
Well, I've been doing it like properly, actually dedicated to it for about just over a year.
Yeah.
But before people actually started watching me, I'd had done it for about half a year before then, but only properly for about a year.
And are those sort of original videos still up on YouTube?
Maybe. A few of them are, but I've taken down the embarrassing ones.
The really embarrassing ones. What's like the most embarrassing one?
Well, my first ever video is just so awkward. I just hate it. It's really bad, and it's just bad like quality, and it's bad editing, and I was just embarrassed by it, so I took it down.
So you're 17 now?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's 17 and you've got 2,200?
yeah.
That's good. And for a year, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. And so how did you actually get into vlogging? What was...
Well, since I've been about like 12 or 13, I think, I was like obsessed with YouTube, but just like watching them. So I watched, at first I watched American people like Shane Dawson and stuff, and then I found out about the British community and started watching like Dan and Phil and all those Jack and Dean and classic ones like that. And then I just thought the community seemed really fun and actual vlogging seemed really fun, so I just thought I'd give it a go, and it ended up working out.
Yeah. So as I kind of mentioned, I've put the simile of you are basically Jack Howard's Justin Bieber.
Oh, man.
Justin Bieber was founded by Usher. You were founded by Jack Howard. Jack Howard, your Usher. Do you reckon he'd like that?
I think he'd like that. I don't know if I like being Justin Bieber.
Please don't throw eggs at my house. That's all I'm asking.
I'm so much nicer than Justin Bieber, I
so
swear.
much nicer person. Jack Howard, obviously a vlogger in his own right, but obviously is also famed for his comedy duo channel. Oh my god, it's Jack and Dean. And he gave you a shout out, or what was the process that kind of came with that?
Well, he did a video on his vlogging channel called 7 Facts About Me, which was basically like a tag everyone was doing. And I decided that I'd do it just because I probably didn't have any video ideas, so I just decided I'd do it. And then I did it as a video response to his video, and then tweeted him about it, thinking he wouldn't reply and he wouldn't see it. And then I just like went back to my phone and checked my Twitter and realised that he'd replied and he'd like watched my video and commented on it, and he'd tweeted me like, "Oh, that was a really good video." And then that was just after the Becoming YouTube had come out about girls on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So he tweeted saying, "Oh, I've been looking out for girl YouTubers after the Becoming YouTube. You'll like this one," and he'd linked to my YouTube.
Wow.
I was very excited because I was like obviously a really big fan of Jack. So when that happened, like rang my friend and I was like, "Go on Jack Howard's Twitter." And then it's really exciting.
That's amazing because he obviously has the Jack and Dean channel, but in his own right he's getting hundreds of thousands of views, which is incredible. So to have someone, your Usher, come and find you and just be like...
I know, it was like really surreal because I thought, you know, bigger YouTubers, they can, like, what's the point of wasting their time with someone like me? But then it actually happened, so I'm very thankful for that.
So now you're in the YouTube community as such. Do you kind of see a difference between the ones that have 1 million subscribers and the ones that have a couple of 100,000 subscribers? Do you think there's a difference between you two?
I don't. It depends, because, like, to be honest, in the YouTube community, there's I usually thought that there'd be a difference between smaller and bigger YouTubers, but to be honest, for example, me, only with like 2,000 subscribers, I know people like Jack Howard, and I know Tim H, like sort of like through him. I've made loads of friends through Jack, so even though I'm a smaller YouTuber, I'm still kind of friends with that kind of group. But then YouTubers that have more subscribers than me, like 20,000 or whatever, they will have that community like for themselves, but they won't know the bigger YouTubers, so it's more kind of like if you know the right people, it sounds really bad, but if you know the right people, then you'll be more in the community. So I think that the divide isn't as bad as some people say it is, but you know, at the same time, there is a big difference because smaller YouTubers are treated differently just by YouTube, not even by YouTubers. So like we won't get featured and stuff like that, and they want to concentrate on the people that are making them money. But I think in the community, it's all right.
Oh, that's good. We're going to carry on with some music now, and then we'll be back after this. And we are back. I hope you enjoyed that music. It was lovely, whatever we choose. As a YouTuber, would you say you pay a lot of attention to your YouTube stats?
Oh, I kind of do, and that's really bad, but it's like really easy to just look at all your views and be like, this doesn't have as many views as the last one did. What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
I pay a lot of attention to dislikes. I usually don't get a lot of dislikes, but if I'll get like one, I'll be in tears. Oh God, what did I do?
Yeah, what did I say wrong?
It's especially like really bad when you upload a video and you lose a subscriber, and it's just so like, what? That's really mean.
Yeah, I get that. It's like when you post a picture or a tweet and you lose a follower.
Yeah,
it's the
like,
same.
wow, okay.
It's like, wow, I offended someone that much. When I upload stuff like interviews onto my YouTube channel, I always think, like, I always look and I'm like, oh, that one's got loads of views, and it'll be like 30 views, but I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I'll like look back at all the ones that have loads of views, and I'm like, why did they have so many views and this one doesn't?
Yeah.
And it's like because I uploaded it half an hour ago.
Moving on to that sort of subject, your most successful video to date is called Tall, Thin and Blonde.
Yeah.
And it's basically a video where you flick through the teen magazine Shout and you do quizzes, you talk about a book called Tall, Thin and Blonde. It's a bit of a running commentary of this Shout magazine. Why do you think that video in particular was your most successful?
Well, I don't know, because that's not even the one that Jack tweeted about. I thought it was because like, so I got loads of subscribers from Jack, and then that's the one that I uploaded after that had all happened. So I thought maybe people were like checking that one out, but maybe they just liked what I'd done and they were sharing it.
Yeah.
So I might go back to that. Might have to buy another magazine and do it again.
Buy another Shout magazine, because you could just do a series of Shout magazines.
I should do that.
Basically, anytime you get a subscription, I get a subscription and it comes through. When you're coming up with new video ideas, is this a long process, or does it come to you in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, or?
Well, finding like video ideas is actually really hard. So sometimes I'll have like really long breaks between videos, and then I'll like just write stuff down. Sometimes I'll just be like on the bus or like just in the shower or in bed or something, and I'll just like think of something that was funny that happened to me or that like I've noticed about stuff, and I'll write it down on my phone, so I'll get like a really long list, and then I'll have short bursts of like 3 videos where I'm talking about it, and then I'll have another long break where I don't have any ideas. So I don't really know where I get them from though. It's just stuff that happens to me, really.
Comes to your head.
Yeah.
And you kind of touched on that a little bit there, but do you have a schedule for when you want to film, or is it just a bit?
To be honest, I like to film when I have the house to myself, because otherwise, like, my parents know I do YouTube, but otherwise they're the kind of people that would probably like listen in. They'd like be at the door like laughing at me, and I'd be like, go away. So I prefer to do it when I'm like home alone. So if they're ever at work or something, or it's the holidays, I'll like make a lot, because I know that I might not get the opportunity again. So like I'll make loads and then edit them whenever I can, and then like just upload them whenever I'm free.
Fair enough.
But I should probably have a schedule. It's not very organised.
Maybe get a diary or something. Talk about the stupid thing I did this week.
Yeah, but then sometimes, like, if I did have a schedule, it would be very organised, but then I feel like I'd be pressured to make a video, and like, oh, I don't have a video for Wednesday, I have to make something up and it won't be as good quality. Yeah. So I'd rather wait and get a good video out than...
Quality, not quantity.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Now, as a vlogger yourself, you've got to have someone in your head that you would love to see vlogging. There's got to be someone, any celebrity, any public figure, anyone. Who would you like to... It doesn't have to be one person. You can give me a list of people.
Oh man,
who do you want to see?
I think
vlogging?
Simon Pegg would be really good.
Wow.
He'd be a good YouTuber. I don't know who else. Yeah, celebrities should do more vlogs.
Yeah, honestly, I think celebrities should definitely do more vlogs.
Yeah, because they do all the interesting stuff. Why do people want to listen to me talk about stuff when they're celebrities?
Yeah, and you imagine like if they did daily vlogging.
Yeah.
Like, where are you today?
Yeah.
I'm in makeup.
Exactly, that'd be so cool. And like, I want to see Darren Brown do more, because he actually has a YouTube channel where he does kind of vlog sometimes. Like, he has 2 videos up that's a vlog, and he's actually really funny. So I want to see him get an actual YouTube channel.
Imagine Darren Brown but then people would be like, you just edited that, didn't you?
This is all fake.
This is all fake. So fake. Because you're a big fan of Darren Brown, aren't you?
Yeah, I kind of am in love with him, yeah.
In love with him in the fact that you'd want to marry him, or you just admire the...
I don't know if I want to marry him or I want to be him.
I kind of want to be Darren Brown.
I know, who wouldn't? He's so powerful.
And there's that guy Troy that's now on Channel 4.
Oh,
who's very
yeah.
similar to Darren Brown, but obviously Darren Brown looks a lot like creepier in the eyes. He kind of stares you down.
But everyone likes like Dynamo as well. So many people are like that coming out, and I'm just like, no, that's not Darren Brown. He's trying to be Darren Brown, it's not.
I saw Dynamo jogging once.
Did you? Wow.
He didn't do any magic tricks. I got really disappointed.
Should have been watching him like that, wasn't that great?
Yeah, that jog was awful. My God,
jog
do
was
it again.
faked.
That jog was faked. Amazing. Yeah, but we're going to carry on with some more music, and then we'll be back with Katie, and we're going to have some more questions. We're back with Katie, every time.
Who's called Katie?
Hey, like I said, Mean Girls. We're back with Katie. Katie, if you're from Africa, why are you white? No, we have a little exciting little thing for Katie
I'm really
here.
worried about this. I've been building up so much.
You said you like Darren Brown.
Yeah.
And we have Darren Brown on the phone. No,
we
don't.
don't.
No,
Oh
we
my
don't.
God, can you not do that to me, please?
Imagine if we had Darren Brown on
God,
the
my
phone.
heart just stopped. Don't do that.
Your face, I've never seen someone look that scared in her life. You just went,
Oh my God, I would literally freak out if that happened.
imagine. Darren Brown. What does he sound like? Tony, my producer. Come on air. What does...
I have no idea. I can't do accents. I can't do imitations
What does
accents.
Darren... He's very like...
He sounds very posh.
Yeah,
Hello, I'm Darren
rubbish
Brown.
at imitating.
I'm Darren Brown. Katie, I've heard you're a big fan. Pick a card.
That sounded more like the Queen.
I've heard you're a big fan. Pick a card. Bye, Tony. Yeah. So pick a card. No, I don't even have a pack of cards with me. Oh no! Imagine if we had Darren Brown.
I would literally start
I
crying.
wish I could have taken a picture of Katie's face when I said that. The look. She said, "No, you don't," but her eyes screamed, "Oh my! Oh my!"
It's like when I was in Nando's and my friend just went, oh, Darren Brown just walked in, and I was like, what? I literally had a heart attack.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone that I would really freak out over.
I have like a list. My friends just know the list. I have
They
so many.
just shout them out all the time. If they did like The Boy Who Cries Wolf, where they say it so many
Exactly,
times.
and then I'd just be like, no, he's not there, and I'd just walk away.
And then you
there.
turn around and there's Darren Brown.
Why is he Scottish now?
My name's Darren Brown. No, honestly, I don't know what he sounds like. Now I'm just guessing. But I was planning this with Tony. I've genuinely written on my piece of paper, Darren Brown prank, say he's on the phone, see what she does.
Oh my God, that's really mean.
Because I wanted to know whether you'd freak out or not.
Oh
I was
God,
worried.
literally.
I was going to
My heart
turn...
is beating so fast right now. Feel my pulse. It's really...
You're over the table. Feel my pulse. We are in a hospital. If you want your pulse felt, there's plenty of people who are professionals. But no, honestly, I was expecting you to scream, so I was going to turn down your mic slightly, be like...
No, I don't even scream. I just kind of go really like...
Do you kind of
Pale.
convulse and just go into yourself?
Like when I met him and I just didn't know what to do. I didn't even scream in his face. I was just like staring at him for ages.
I don't understand why people scream. It doesn't make sense to me.
I think it'd probably scare him quite a lot.
It's like, I understand it's kind of just an outlet of your excitement.
But I was just so quiet and I was just like shaking so much.
It's
I'm shaking now because you said that. I should feel really
She actually is shaking a little bit. She's like, oh my God, Darren Brown. When I kind of talk to outsiders about YouTube, sorry, I'm outsiders, the no man's land. But no, when I talk to people who aren't really in tune with YouTube and don't watch it regularly, a lot of people tend to assume that the female YouTubers are more likely to be beauty and fashion gurus.
Yeah.
Obviously, you break that stereotype completely. But do you think it's important to sort of show people that that's a stereotype that has been broken? And
Yeah, I think like because there are like emerging girl YouTubers like Emma Blackery and stuff, and I think females have shown that we can do stuff that's not just beauty and makeup and stuff, because I'd suck at that. Because if you look at like the most subscribed channels on YouTube and whatever, it is mostly men. But then there are like people like Jenna Marbles on Community Channel and stuff. They're like above millions. So I think we've broken the stereotype. Hopefully,
That's good. Broken down the walls of
Yeah.
feminism. There's people like Lexosaurus. It is that, isn't it?
I don't even know. Is it Tyrannosaurus Lex?
Tyrannosaurus Lex, Lexosaurus. I can rename you. Whatever. I think I just see it all the time, and I'm like, it's a
I
dinosaur.
saw one of her adverts on like at the beginning of each video that I click on now. It's just one of her videos as an advert, and I'm getting so sick of it.
I've had the same. There's one guy, and I don't actually subscribe to him.
No, I don't
And
know why
I've
they keep
seen it.
showing it to me.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot instead of actual adverts
Yeah,
like
they show
sport.
you YouTubers they think that
Yeah.
you like.
But then I kind of sit there and I'm like, but I don't like this person.
I
Why are
know.
you showing me this person?
If I didn't subscribe the first time, I'm not going to subscribe this time.
No, just go away. And you can, as a YouTuber, ban certain people
Can
from
you?
being your advert. So if you
Ooh.
don't like a YouTuber, you will never see that as your advert.
I need to work out how to do that.
Honestly, I think Charlie McDonald tweeted about it.
Didn't he do it for Alex? And
Yeah.
loads of people have blocked Alex now.
Yeah, we won't go into it, but yeah.
It's a lot of drama. Just find it on Tumblr. You'll
Loads
find
of
it.
drama. YouTube's like school.
I know, it is actually really dramatic.
It is. Off air, we were sort of discussing a lot of the bigger YouTubers and their fan bases. And I'm not putting this out there any intention to offend anyone, because I love YouTube, you know. I wouldn't have Katie in here if I didn't watch YouTubers. But there are some people who do some crazy things.
No.
Have you had any weird fan experiences yet? Or is that not?
I haven't had. Well, when I went to Somewhere in the City, I had quite a few people coming up to me, like saying they watched my videos and asking for photos and stuff, which was very weird because that was obviously the first time that it ever happened, and I wasn't expecting anyone to know me.
Yeah.
But then, like, quite a lot of people came up to me. There was this one girl who I think she was a bit older than me, and she tweeted me saying like, "Whereabouts are you?" Because it's really hard to find people in Somewhere in the City. And then I told her where I was, and I just turned around and she was there, and she looked like I did when you said about the Darren Brown thing. She was like staring at me, and she was like, "Oh my god, it's you!"
Oh wow.
And then she wanted like a picture with me and stuff, and people asked me to sign their Some in the City booklets and
I
stuff.
thought you were going to say their breasts.
I'm not at that level yet.
No, you're
People
not
asked me
there.
to sign stuff, and I didn't have a signature, so I just had to make one up, and it was really bad. I just changed it every time.
Did you use a YouTube signature?
Well,
Or
that's the thing, I didn't know, because I was trying to like find inspiration from other people. So Jack Howard's is literally just him writing Jack Howard.
Yeah.
Carrie's is just Carrie, not like her username and stuff, so I didn't know whether to put Katie. The KatiTube's a bit long to write, so I just
Yeah.
kind of put Katie smiley face, and I was like, oh, I hope that's okay.
Katie smiley face, you know. That's fair
You know
enough.
who I am.
You know exactly who you're speaking to right now. Imagine if you just got you're like, I'm 2,200 subscribers, bow down to me.
Why don't I have a line?
Oh, you should make a line. You should just announce to everyone at like a gathering, like, everyone, if you want to speak to me, this is my cue.
Do you think people would do that? Because I swear I saw some people lining up for people that they just didn't know who it was. I'd like be like, who is this line for? And they'd be like, I don't know. And I'd be like, why are you waiting in it then? And they're like, I think it's someone famous. So if I like rounded up enough people to make a line, I bet people would join it.
You could just get your friends to
I'd
line
just
up.
bring my family and friends, just
and
be like,
see
guys,
if everyone
pretend
will
that
line
you know
up. So, what do your family think of your YouTube channel and your friends, the ones that
Well-
aren't as into YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, at first I didn't tell my friends and family that I was doing it because I didn't want them to judge me. Like, my friends at school, only a couple of them know about YouTube and all the rest of them just think it's a bit weird. So I didn't tell anyone at school. I didn't put it on Facebook or anything. And I don't think I told my family straight away either. But then when I started to get a bit more recognition, I started to get a bit more confident, and like I was telling people about my channel at school and stuff. I don't mind my friends watching it now, and I don't know if my family's actually seen any of my videos. They know I do it though.
Yeah.
And I think they think I'm more famous than I actually am, because I'll be like, yeah, I just hit 2,000 or whatever, and they'll be like, oh my god, that's so
Wow.
many, and they'll be like,
2,000.
Yeah. I just
And you're
pretend
like,
yeah, I'm really famous.
There's a guy called PewDiePie and he has like 26 million.
But yeah, I'm famous.
But I'm so famous. I'm up there.
It's not good when, because I don't want my school friends knowing, but it's not good when they tell the teachers. There are at least 3 teachers in my school that know I do it, and it's so embarrassing.
Do you ever talk about school or anything like that?
One time I did talk about one. I talked about a teacher specifically, and he watched that video. I wasn't being mean about him or anything, but I didn't mention him, and he was like, "You're afraid?" No, he didn't even say anything about that. He just like commented on it. Like they were all okay with it, but he just commented on it. I'm like, oh god, that's so embarrassing.
He commented on the video.
Yeah, he was like, it was. Have you seen my one that's like it's about crafting or something, where I talk about how I laugh weirdly sometimes?
Yes, yeah.
He was like, I hope there's no crafting in this lesson, and I was like, oh my god.
That's so awkward.
That's so bad.
Like, cheers.
Like, and if I ever misbehave, they're like, if you do that again, I'll just show everyone your YouTube videos. And that's like my worst fear. I don't care about other people watching it, but I don't want to be in the room when they watch it, just in case they don't laugh and think it's weird or something. And I'm like, please don't share my videos.
That actually happened at school for me. We had a sort of free lesson, and we wanted to show our RS teacher Jenna Marbles, especially her famous video about if you want to get rid of someone, do this face. So we wanted to show her that video, and we showed her the video, and then one of our ex-maths teachers had put up a video online showing us how to do God knows what it was in maths, but he used like a banana and cigarettes and stuff like that as like demonstration tools, and then he goes outside onto the balcony and goes, I can usually do some like stargazing up here, but this bloody light is broken or something, and we're all just sat there and we were laughing so much, and my teacher was like, oh wow, and this is on the staff. So we kind of just stood there and were like, okay. As you know, we've just said you are 2,200, around there. I think you're just above that.
Yeah.
Big you up a little bit, around that. I think I checked it last night and it was like 2,226 or
something like that. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Something around
Not that
there.
I check it daily.
No. Well, I just checked it this morning, being like, what is she at? Now, do you have any goals for your YouTube channel? Do you have any sort of, I want to upload this many videos, or I want this many subscribers, or?
Well, obviously, I don't know. I'd like
I want 1 million by the end of the year.
It would be nice to have a few more. Like, obviously, I would like a bit of a bigger audience. But to be honest, I don't think I want like a huge amount, because people like Dan and Phil, it seems like a bit of a hassle. Because some people have like, they'll have smaller audiences and they have like a nice community, but they don't get swamped. And I don't really want to get swamped, but it would be nice for people to see my videos, I guess.
It'd be nice for people to watch them. You average at around 1,000 views over the whole channel.
Yeah. Well, for total, it like shows you what all of your views combined are, and that's like just over 50,000, which is really weird. But then each video, when it's up for about a month, it will get about 1,000. Yeah.
Do you find that you get a lot of views in, the first day, the first week, or does it kind of spread over?
It does kind of spread. Like, I think at first there is like a peak, like as soon as I upload it, so I'll like tweet about it and stuff, everyone will go watch it, so there'll be a bit of a peak, and then like as it's up for a longer amount of time, it will just kind of slowly plateau. That's a fancy word.
Plateau. Wow, we're getting intelligent on this show. Katie throwing out some plateau. It's like my favourite word is plethora. Plethora.
Oh, that plethora.
Plethora. I love saying it, but I don't actually think I can pronounce it properly, so I just...
That is a weird word.
I say it very quickly, so no one
Oh,
knows.
did you just say that? I don't know.
Plethora. No. Oh, wow. Okay, we're coming towards the end, but we have a couple more things we want to discuss. Firstly, I would like, as a small YouTuber yourself, any recommendations for any YouTubers, small or large, that you genuinely think, if you could end this interview going, I want everyone who has listened to this to watch these people.
Oh, well, I think my ring just got stuck on my finger.
She's like, wow.
Oh well, so professional. I have, some of my friends who do it, to be honest, I think they're better than me and they don't have as many subscribers as me. Like, I have a friend called Louise, and her username is Shorty Bread, because she's really short. And her videos are actually really, really funny, but that's just like the thing, like you'll find so many funny YouTubers and they just don't get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
So she's good. I also like, I hadn't heard of him before because I don't think he's a very community person. He's just a YouTuber. But Mike Falzone, who's American, he's so funny. I like found his videos through the Vlogbrothers, I think. And he does a video. I found his one called Hey Shh Don't, where he's just talking about people that do annoying stuff, and you can't tell them rudely that it's annoying. So he just says, hey shh, don't. It's really funny. I love his videos.
Oh, that's amazing. So you would definitely say Shorty Bread and Mike Falzone. If you
Very
leave this
good.
video, you have to instantly. You should have 2 tabs up after this.
Definitely.
Those
And I have to say my friend Geo, Geometric Electric, because her videos are very good. And she puts like a lot of effort in, and you can tell like mine is just rubbish, but she obviously puts a lot of effort into hers.
And I probably should ask this because there will be some people that will want to know this. What is your equipment? What do you use? There's many techie people that want to know this.
I can't remember.
Can you not remember?
I use my dad's DSLR, and it's a Nikon KR or something.
Yeah.
It's really bad that I don't know. People ask me all the time, and I have to go and check every time. I think it's a Nikon KR, something like that. But I want a Canon. Everyone's getting like Canon 60Ds.
Oh.
They're so fancy. But to be honest, mine's like fine quality. There's no
Yeah.
point spending a buttload of money.
Do you think that videos don't have to be incredible quality to be?
Well, to be honest, I always thought that they did, just because if I'm looking for videos to watch, this is really bad, but I probably won't click on them if the thumbnail's not really nice, and if it's like really dark and grainy, it's just not as appealing. But like loads of YouTubers have proved me wrong. So many like started out on like just crappy webcams and stuff, and they still do fine. It doesn't have to be like proper HD. Like it does depend more on your content, but at the same time you need to attract people to your videos first, so you need like a nice thumbnail and stuff. So I think like nice cameras pay it off, but they're not necessary.
No, because I think about it back to when Kingsley first started.
Yeah.
Kingsley is a huge YouTuber who recently has announced that this is his last year of being a YouTuber. I think he's doing about a year of YouTube and then he's leaving.
Oh god, is that something for Philip DeFranco? Did you know who?
Yeah, I think he announced
finishing,
something like that.
Yeah. Andre William Johnson, he's stopped doing one of his shows. I think he's still a YouTuber.
I think some people are kind of slowing down, especially the older ones who have been there from like 2006.
Yeah.
But yeah, he started on a terrible webcam.
Did he?
If you watch some of his like original videos, the quality, the sound, it sounds like he's in a sound booth. It's insane. And yeah, he's definitely there. There's a lot of them who are sort of slowing down and going. Yeah. Do you think that when you're in lower sixth at the moment, and you've just finished?
Yes. Well, I've just finished my AS levels, and then we have to go back until summer, and then I'll start the last year of college.
A2, and then university. Is that on the table?
Yeah, I definitely want to go to university.
God, I sound like such a parent. Like, where are you
thinking about university yet?
What about your future?
I think I do want to go to university, but because people do make careers out of YouTube, but I don't really want to rely on that. I don't trust myself enough.
And would you continue? Is the plan to continue YouTube?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Like, it's just a lot of fun to do, especially the editing I really like. So I don't think I'll ever finish. I'm not going to be doing this till I'm 80, but like I don't have any plans to quit anytime soon.
Yeah. I love how I'm asking you to quit at like 2000.
So you're going to stop?
You've hit your peak. Peak is 2000.
No more for you.
PewDiePie is. He should have stopped in 2000. No, I did not say that. 26 million. He deserves those.
Is he on 26?
I think it's around 26 million.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Like, if you think about how many people are in the world.
I know. It's ridiculous.
And you're like, 26 million people subscribe to that guy. I just sit there, I'm like, sorry, what? 26 million.
That's ridiculous.
That's such a big number. We were just having a little discussion about Google. You've been to Google, yes.
I have been to the Google in London, yeah.
Is it very exciting?
It's so fancy. Everything's so shiny, and we got cards, and the doors are so cool, and even the lifts are really cool.
You got a card? What do you mean a card?
We get like a temporary,
card?
like one of the passes. We got like a pass, and then you have to hover it over this like glass gate, and then you go through, and it's like so awesome.
That's so exciting.
It's so cool.
That sounds really exciting. And you mentioned something about a microphone not being turned on for a video.
Oh yeah, me and Louise, we were in Google, and there's so much nice equipment and so many expensive cameras, and we couldn't not use one, so we just went into one of the recording rooms and was like, we should make a video with this like fancy camera while we have it. And then we obviously don't know how to use cameras because we realised that the microphone wasn't on, so we'd made this really long nice video that was really funny, and the mic just wasn't on, so there was just no sound.
Oh. That's so disappointing. I can't imagine. Obviously, this show is based off sound. Yeah. I know when there wasn't sound running,
exactly.
But if
it was so bad, we just filmed the whole thing. We didn't even check afterwards.
I know the panic of when music doesn't play quick enough, and I'm like, what? Or when
What have I done?
like the bed that I'm currently using, there's a bit towards the end where it kind of dips low, and so I can't hear it.
Yeah.
And I panic thinking the bed's gone, and then I look and I'm like, it's got like 1 minute 20 seconds left. Where's it gone?
Yeah, that's what happened when I was doing like the music for a dance show that we were doing at school. Like sometimes it would just go quiet, and I was like, oh god, what have I done?
Oh, you've broken everything, Katie.
They were blaming me.
It's come to the end of the show, and I've managed to say your name, Katie, and
Yeah,
not
at least
Catty.
twice.
I've said it twice. You've got both of them, and I'm probably never going to properly get it right. But thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. This is so fun.
Good, and I hope you don't have too much of a panic attack if you ever see Darren Brown. And he was not on the phone.
Yeah, thanks for
Or
giving
is
me
he?
a panic attack.
He's not on the phone.
I'm expecting to walk out of here and Darren Brown's just gonna be like, hi.
Pick a card.
Yeah.
Pick a card. I would like to put a disclaimer to Darren Brown himself. If you ever happen to see this, I'm really sorry. My impression is not
Darren
at
Brown's
all.
listening like, wow, I don't like that girl.
Yeah.
Don't
He's
associate
gonna-
me with Zoe.
He's gonna put me in a box with magic. He's gonna suddenly be like transported. I make it sound like he's from Hogwarts or something.
Yeah, this isn't Star Trek.
And, you know, he's like just gone onto the transporter pack. No, Darren Brown is a magician
He is a magical being.
or what are they called? Illusionist.
Psychological illusionist.
Psychological.
Technical term.
Oh, that's fancy. But yeah, as I said, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I am glad you enjoyed it, and all my questions are ticked. That is,
Thank you for the amazing questions. They were great.
you are very welcome. As I said, Jack Howard, if you hear this, you are her Usher. She is your Justin Bieber. Get on a video
What have we
collab.
started? Oh god.
What if can we make a hashtag? Jack Howard Usher. Wait, Usher Howard and Katie Bieber.
Oh good. No.
Katie Bieber.
We are not saying
That
Katie
sounds
Bieber,
like
no.
a teenage girl.
You change my Twitter name to Katie Bieber forever.
The Justin Tube. Oh wow. We should probably end this now before we continue on. I'll be having an empire in another 5 minutes. I will build you an empire with Jack Howard as the usher. And I can be Simon Cowell. Who knows why. Just because I want to be. Thank you
glad
very
I'm
much.
Justin Bieber.
And we'll have one more song, and that is it for us.
Yay!
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Hello, la 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 la. Yeah, we'll edit that out.